Welcome back, guys. It's another crappy day here in New England. So I'm gonna stop putting this off and do this catch can setup. Sorry, drawing a blank. I'm gonna do the passenger side first. I really had no place to put this thing. And I know there's a couple people on my channel who just said, just do a breather, just do breathers. They don't get soaked with oil. And I've always felt safer doing a catch can. I almost was gonna mount it down here somewhere. There's really no room. I've seen people running long lines and putting them down in their fender. Not really a fan of that. This looks like if I can rearrange some hoses back here, I can free this spot and put it over here. So that's the goal right now. Because other than that, I mean, there's no room anywhere on this. There's some room over there for that one, but this one, not really. This would have been a good spot, but we got this. I don't really feel like drilling holes in anything and relocating. So people can call me a hack if you want, because wherever this is going to be, I'm probably going to zip tie it in location, because I'm not drilling this into my firewall. I really want to keep as much stuff original on this car as original. I mean, all this type of stuff I can put back to stock. You know, you can't really fill holes back in. If it was something really meaningful, but not just some random brand catch can drilling holes for. So it's gonna get zip tied, like it or not. So right now I'm gonna try and rearrange. I'm gonna go get a flashlight, so I can't really see over here, and I'm gonna rearrange this, get some space, go from there. No idea what this thing was, but obviously it's something capped off that we're not using anymore. I'll have to trace it. You can always trace things, figure out what they... So I had to unplug that line there, and I'm gonna route it behind the AC hard line there. And that'll push that other AC check valve back. Gotta go in and wash my hands. That line was extremely dirty for some reason. But yeah, I'm also gonna either get a rag or some type of tape to put on here to try and protect the can from scratching up too much against it. But I'll be back. It's just gonna create a little layer in there so it's not rubbing up against anything when I'm going over bumps. Next order of operation is to put the fittings in. And when you run your lines, you see how it says out and in? This is actually going to be my out, and that's going to be my in. It's just the way these things kind of work. It's kind of backwards. It works better. I'll show you what's inside. So this actually comes with a little dipstick on the top, so you can see if there's any oil in there to even empty. A nice, pretty good sized container. But yeah, this is the in. Comes through a filter and then out, but your in should come in the can, and then your out should come through the filter and out. And I've seen other people unscrew this and put different type of steel wool and different things in there. For right now, I'm not gonna really do anything. I'm just leaving it as is. I don't run a lot of boost numbers, and I'm sure I'm not gonna get that much blow by. Next step is to thread these in. I was gonna use Teflon tape, but there's a O-ring on here, so you really don't have to. So it saves you from doing that. So I'm gonna thread these into there. I'm gonna leave it loose in position. It's gonna sit down farther than that when I'm done. Now next is to get your lines measured out. I'm gonna take this off. Take this off. And you're going to want to take that fitting off and reuse that, put it back in, and your new hose is going to go onto this. Yeah, so since these things are backwards, you can actually go, oh, IN goes to your intake. This is going to be your out. The intake usually sucks it out of the valve cover, you know, and that relieves the pressure, but it sucks a bunch of oil and it can gum up your throttle body. So I mean, that's the whole point of the catch can. You know, the higher the boost you run, the more probable you are to have these issues. And I mean, since this is making close to 600 horsepower, I mean, it's a good idea. Probably gonna run it as tight of a bend as I can in here. I put it on this side of that fitting. It's hard to do this with one hand, but you get the idea. It's gonna be a tighter bend here. I don't wanna have it come in front of the plate. I mean, it's bad enough we're adding more hoses and more complicated looking things to the motor, right? A little bit of a tight fit. I'm just warming up the end of the hose a little bit so I can get it over that pretty good sized nipple. Alright guys, so the catch can setup's done on this side. It's over here. It's actually really not touching anything. Nice. And it's just routed the best way it could with a straight out valve. I'm gonna get a 90 for in this thing. I'm gonna find one that fits. All these lines fit extremely tight. The type of lines I'm using are they're tight. I'm hoping this has no issue with the hood. I'm gonna check that out now. No, we're good. There's a lot of other things that stick up taller. All right, it's almost time for supper, but I'm gonna see if I can bang this side out real quick. This one's gonna use maybe some reducer tubes because it ties onto this line here, I believe. I don't know, there's a plastic line I know it goes on. Sorry, I guess this isn't really a how-to video. I'm kind of breezing through it, but let me put this somewhere. So yeah, you just disconnect the line here. You're gonna pull off this stub here. It's basically a step-down hose. Connect onto there. I'm just gonna intercept this line here and run one from here over to the pocket here. So it's not gonna be anything special at all, guys. Well, there you have it, folks. Catch can zip tied, mounted over here. It's not touching really anything. Got the hose reduced there. It's all tight fittings. It's as far as I could get the hose on, like there and stuff. It's very tight hoses. Yeah, I don't see those coming off. There it is though. Hopefully that should help relieve a little oil from going in the intake. We'll see how it does when the weather dries up and I can actually like drive this thing. That'd be great. Needs another bath. Thanks for watching, guys. This wasn't the greatest video. It was just a little update on what I was doing. Catch cans. Oh, and lastly, someone asked me to do a review on the 01 GT, my daily driver. So I'm gonna do that, and I think it should be pretty fun. Still got the New Hampshire plates on there. I'm also gonna do a review on the brand new F-150 EcoBoost. It's like half electric and half gas. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Till next time, God bless. Stay safe.